He's coming. A Ryoka.
Here already, huh? Oh well, I guess that we'd better get going.
Are you sure? You really want to go? I'm certain I can handle one Ryoka.
I have to. Old man Yama's orders. I don't want him to get the wrong idea and think that we can't handle it. I wouldn't want anyone's reputation to get ruined. And if my Nanao went out to battle and became damaged goods, I don't know what I'd do.
Who's your Nanao?
Oh, you're in an especially lovely mood today. Of course, that's what I love about you.
Enough! That's enough! Just go already. Go!
Okay, okay. Come on now. Don't look so worried. It'll be over soon. It's just fun and games.
Who's this?
I'm Captain Shunsui Kiraku of Squad 8. I'm pleased to meet you.
The captain of Squad 8.
Yes, pleased to meet you. Huh? No. Enough with the pedals already. Huh? What? Do you hear me? Hey, Nanao? Hey, Nanao, that's enough. Oh, Nanao. My sweet, sweet Nanao.
Sorry, but I don't have time for your comedy routine. I'm passing through.
Aw, can't you play for just a while longer? Sheesh, nobody's any fun nowadays.
I'm in a hurry now. Please step aside. You don't seem like a bad guy. Listen, I don't want this to end in a fight.
Oh, I don't want to fight either. But the thing is, I can't let you pass. May I offer an alternative suggestion? Might I convince you to just retreat?
I can't do that.
I see. Then it can't be helped? Let's have a drink, like friends.
Huh?
You know, if you aren't willing to retreat, then maybe you could just stay right here. Don't worry, it'll all be over very shortly. The others are on the move even now. This unpleasantness will soon be finished. Until then, I say that you ought to just have a drink with me.
What about the others? Ichigo and all the rest? Are they being attacked by the other captains?
Uh-oh. I believe I may have said too much.
This changes things, Mr. Kyoraku. Please move. Right now.
And if I say no?
And I'll move you!
Uh-oh. It seems that things are getting complicated. suppose I'm just going to have to kill you then.
I have to train more.
Is there no other way?
Striding in.
Miss! Miss! Could you please just give up? I don't want to fight. Oh, I see. I don't want to fight.
Sorry, but I could see that.
Oh, I see. I don't want to fight. I have no choice. I'll do this. I don't want to fight. Oh dear. My. Well, I suppose I'm just going to have to kill you then.
Why did this happen?
Miss!
Sorry, but I could see that. Don't hold it against me.
Will you? Very nice. It ain't hard to get.
Resist.
Miss! I'll do this. Well. I have no choice. Is there no other way? I don't want to fight. Is there no other way?
This is gonna hurt.
Very nice.
Apologies. Don't hold it against me.
Difficult.
I think this is
Very nice.
enough. I can see that.
Is there no other way?
Resist if you can.
I have no choice. I don't want to fight.
Promise to keep.
Oh, I see.
Sorry about this.
Very nice.
I can see that coming.
That was close.
Honest.
Is there no other way? Oh, I see. Is there no other way? Oh dear. My. Well, I suppose I'm just going to have to kill you then.
Why did this happen?
I have no choice. Oh, I see. I don't want to fight. It ain't hard to get.
This is gonna hurt. I think this is enough. I hope you forgive me. Here I come.
Why don't you give it up? You understand now, don't you? Your firepower is certainly impressive. Your attacks are hard and fast, and their destructive force is quite high for a human. You should know there are two types of moves. Ones that cannot be performed at all once your limit has been reached, and ones that can be performed beyond your limit, but at the cost of your life force. Your move is obviously the latter kind, and right now, you're already way beyond your limit.
Thanks for the advice. But unfortunately, I can't.
Don't do it.
I'll finish you.
I don't want to fight. Miss. I'll do this.
I can see that coming.
Very nice.
Will you? This is gonna hurt.
Very nice. Is there no other way? I have no choice. Oh, I see.
This is gonna
I
hurt.
have no choice. I don't want to fight.
Promise to keep.
Is there no other way? Very nice. That was close. Well. Is there no other way? I have no choice.
Let's speed this up. Let's go now.
give it up. You understand now, don't you? Your firepower is certainly impressive. Your attacks are hard and fast, and their destructive force is quite high for a human. You should know there are two types of moves. Ones that cannot be performed at all once your limit has been reached, and ones that can be performed beyond your limit, but at the cost of your life force. Your move is obviously the latter kind. Right now, you're already way beyond your limit.
Thanks for the advice. But unfortunately, I can't.
Don't do it.
This is gonna hurt.
That was close.
I can see that coming.
That was close.
I think this is enough. I hope you forgive me. El Directo! Here I come.
Here's some friendly advice. Leave. If you keep this up, you're going to die. Oh, my. Why are you so insistent on fighting me? What is your purpose here? Why did you come here in the first place?
Right now, my purpose is to save Rukia Kuchki.
What? Rukia? She went missing in your world, but it was only this spring, I believe. You couldn't have known her for very long. A thin friendship. Hard to believe it's worth risking your life for.
You're right. I can't deny that I hardly know her at all. And maybe I wouldn't risk my life if it were only for her. But Ichigo wants to save her. Ichigo's putting his life on the line. And that is reason enough for me to do the same. That's all the reason that I need.
Oh well. Your resolve does seem to be very strong. It would be disrespectful for me to try to talk you out of it. All right then. Since that's how it is, I suppose that I'll just have to kill you.
You got it. It's a promise. And that's why I can't lose.
Sorry. For a human to set foot in the Serete is impressive in itself. But for one to fight so well, I must say you're quite a specimen. On top of that, the power of his last blow was truly amazing. I'm certainly glad that he missed me with that one.
Captain Kyoraku, a message.
You're all out of breath now. What's wrong? Come to think of it, a boy with the stealth force was just here. So?
Captain Eisen is... I'm afraid that he's dead. His soul chain and soul sleep were removed, and his heart destroyed by a Zanpakuto. It was murder, and the killer's identity is unknown. It's a top-secret message. It was signed by Head Captain Yamamoto and Captain Hitsugaya. I believe the information is accurate.
I see. Sosuke, eh? Well then, shall we pay our respects?
Yes. It seems that this Ryoka is still alive. So then, shall I finish him?
No. That's no job for a young lady to handle.
But his cohorts must have been the ones that were responsible for killing Captain Eisen.
Yes, probably. But then again, perhaps not.
Huh?
Well, we don't really know for sure. In any case, I don't believe there's a need to summarily kill him. Just have the relief team secure him instead. Things seem to be getting rather complicated.
He actually managed to cut me. He heard the bells and used them to his advantage. It really has been quite a while. That's it then. How disappointing.
No! 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 I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I can't die! Not now! No! No! Come on! I can't die yet! Get up! Move it! Gotta stop the blood! Just let me fight again! I have to save her! I have to save Rukia!
Do you want to fight? Answer me this. Do you want to win, or do you want to live? Which is it?
I want to win!
I can't hear you.
Fighting for its own sake is meaningless. Survival in itself is meaningless. I want to win! I want to win!
Very well. Then, I'll take you there.
This place... I visited this place before, when training with Kisuke.
Look, take a moment to consider this. Even after a fight that fierce, your inner world has still remained stable. It appears that you've grown quite a bit stronger.
Whoa, whoa, hey! That's dangerous! What kind of person throws a naked sword?
Hold on to it. It's your sword.
Huh? But this isn't you?
It's an Asauchi. In other words, it's a nameless Zanpakuto for Soul Reapers who haven't proven to be worthy of the 13-Corps Guard squads.
But my Zanpakuto's name is Zangetsu.
The Zangetsu that you speak of, is this it? The one that your enemy broke earlier? I'm afraid I can't give it to you.
Move.
What the heck are you?
What do you mean, partner? What are you talking about?
I want to know. I want to see if you're actually worthy of possessing me at this point. Which means, if you want me back, you'll have to take me from yourself. This time, your enemy is you.
Ha! Just take it. Interesting, huh? Come on, take it. Just go right on ahead. And then you know if you actually can... Partner!
can't block it completely. Holy... I never realized Zangetsu was such an awesome sword. Its spiritual pressure's burning up the air. What a monster. Damn it. This one was something else. Too weak. Too weak. I'll cut you down. What about this? Sorry. I'll kill you.
Not bad. You pass.
Close the gap. That hurts. Wait, not so bad. Too weak. Here it comes.
I got you.
That hurts.
I'm gonna kill you.
This can't be happening.
What's the matter, partner? You better watch out, or I'm gonna kill you.
Dodge it if you can. We're just starting. Sorry. I'll kill you.
You're still stuck, but you're getting somewhere.
He's right. I can't deny it. I never really tried to get to know Zangetsu at all. Zanpakuto aren't soulless tools. They have names. They're essentially alive. But still... I'm such an idiot! What was I glad about? We're the same! I'm just like him! Its name. That's all I know about my sword. Other than that, I don't know anything about Zangetsu. What was I thinking? Was I thinking at all? I'm no better than the guy who couldn't bother to even learn his Zanpakuto's name. But I want to know.
Hey, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm going to show you what it means to make the most of Zangetsu. You're not going to ever get the chance to hold Zangetsu again. Not ever!
So will you tell me, Zangetsu? Little by little is all I ask. We'll go slow. Tell me about yourself. I want to know. I want to know about you, my priceless companion. So please tell me, and let me unite with you, and fight with you, once again, Zangetsu! Once again. Are you giving me another chance? Thank you, Zangetsu.
Is he gone? Phew. That's what you wanted, right?
Yes. Forgive me for troubling you.
That's okay. I mean, after all, he's the king of this world. And ultimately, we need him to win. I'll help out any way I can. Any way at all. So, seems I'm done here. I guess that I'll just head on home.
As you wish.
He truly is strong, Zangetsu. Do your very best to raise him well. 'Cause the power that he possesses will eventually be mine.
Ichigo, I truly hate the rain. It rains in this world too. Whenever you're upset, the skies grow cloudy. And whenever you're feeling sad, then the rain begins to fall. Quite frankly, I can't stand it. I wonder if you can grasp it. If you can truly understand the terror of being rained on in this lonely world. To be able to hold back the rain, for that, I'll give you everything that I have. Should you place your trust in me, if you're willing, then I won't let any rain fall on this world anymore. Believe me, you aren't fighting alone, not at all. Ichigo.
His spirit energy was practically gone, but now it's blazing. This spiritual pressure. The bleeding. It's stopping. Am I being overpowered?
I'm sorry, but I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm gonna have to finish this quickly.
What? Finish it quick? No, that won't do. This is just reaching the point where it's beginning to get good. Come on, let's make it last as long as we can. Incredible! I love how you revived yourself like that, and how you suddenly became so much stronger than you were before. There's so much I want to know, but none of that matters at the moment. For now, let's just enjoy the fight! Hello? So bad! Now it gets fun! This is how it should be! Too weak! Too weak! You're like an open book! Now it gets fun! This is how it should be! I'm not done yet! Take that! I'll end this!
Sorry. I'll kill you.
Toe-to-toe with you.
I'm kicking his butt. I'm cutting him more and inflicting a lot more damage. It's all going my way. But I keep cutting him, and he won't go down. What's wrong with you? You're crazy. Do you like fighting that much? Aren't you afraid of getting cut or getting killed?
If anything, there's something wrong with you. How can you be as strong as this and not love fighting? Revel in it, the death and pain. Those are the glorious rewards of battle.
Can you hear it, Ichigo? The sound of his sword screaming.
Yeah.
He's unable to hear it. When those who don't trust each other fight together, the strength that's in each is diminished. Those who trust only in their own strength
strength I have, it's all yours. You can use it however you want. And lend me your strength, too.
All right.
This is too easy! Now it's fun!
This is how it should be! Don't disappoint me!
This is too easy! Dodge it if you can!
Sorry. I'll kill you.
I'm not dead just yet! Below you! Take
Too weak! Now it's fun!
Take
Goes in! What about this? It's over!
Is this the end? This is how it should be! Not bad.
You're like an open book! We're just starting!
Endure!
It can't be!
If you truly want to conquer, take up your sword, slay your enemies! Endure! Below you!
I'll cut you down!
Sorry. I'll kill you.
Not yet! This is superb! We're so evenly matched! No, it's close, but you're definitely stronger than I am! How long has it been since I felt joy such as this? Back it all against you! I can finally fight all out!
What? His spiritual pressure increased when he took off that eye patch of his.
I had the Department of Research and Development make this for me. These little monsters gobble up spirit energy. And now, I can take all the power they consumed, turn it around, and use it to kill you. It's that simple. Die, come back, and then try to kill me another day!
This is too easy. We're just starting. Let me recharge it if you can. There. Are you ready?
Is this the end?
Not so bad.
I'll cut you off.
What about this?
Sorry. I'll kill you.
I wanna go toe-to-toe with you again!
Sorry. Guys.
Come now. What do you have to be sorry for? You beat me, you fool. You won.
Thank you! Kenny had a super great time fighting against you! Thanks, Ichigo! It's been such a long time since I've seen him as happy as he looked today! So, thanks a lot! Let's go! Ichigo, try hard not to die! And if you can, come back and play with Kenny again sometime! Please!
Forgive me, Ichigo. I'm a little late. You took quite a beating. But then, against Kenpachi, that's to be expected. You did well even fighting him to a draw. Don't worry. I will take care of you. I won't let you die.
Hey! Yeah! You're awake! Woohoo! I call Miss Retsu. She's gonna be here real soon.
And what about him?
I don't know, but he's probably alive.
Good, good. After all, I have to pay him back for what he did.
What for?
You know, I actually lost.
You didn't lose, Kenny.
Idiot. Come on, look at me.
But you didn't lose. You didn't. I heard what Ichigo said about it. He said that he had Zangetsu helping him during the fight. It was 2 against 1. So you won, Kenny. Don't laugh at me.
Fighting with the help of a Zanpakuto. Yachiru, do you remember the day long ago when I gave you your name?
Sure I do. I even remember the number of clouds in the sky that day.
Yeah, me too.
Kenny!
Quiet. It's been a while since I thought about it. About the terrible pain of not having a name. Other people are called by their names, but that's not true for me. Frankly, that makes me feel... Yachiru. That's the name of the only person I ever truly admired. It's your name now. I'm Kenpachi, the title usually given to the strongest Soul Reaper. That's going to be my only name from now on. I kept you waiting. It's been a long time, huh? I'm sure that you must be wondering, why now? It's not too late, is it? So, won't you tell me? Please, what is your name? It's just as I thought. Oh, blast it all. I want to be strong! I've found someone to fight at last. I know that I can be even stronger. I want to fight. I want to be stronger. It's been forever since I felt this way. I want to be stronger!
You can do it, Kenny. I know you can. Let's get stronger together. Because I know for sure that you're totally the strongest one of all. That's right. You may not know it, but ever since that day, you've been my everything. So come on! Let's both become stronger and stronger, together!
The sounds, they've stopped. And the 2 spiritual pressures are gone too. Which one has died? I can't tell. These walls block and scatter spiritual pressures. The last traces are already fading. Why? I find this so hard to understand. No blood should be shed for me. Yet that's what's happening. What does it all mean? Am I really worth shedding blood for? What would you say if you were here, Cayenne?
What? Aizen's been killed? When? By whom? Why?
It happened earlier today. The murderer and motive are not known.
Blast! What exactly happened while I was asleep? I'll get to the bottom of this.
Do you think Ichigo is okay?
I don't like it either. But out of the three of us, Ichigo's the only one with a chance of beating a guy with that much spiritual pressure. Let's worry about what we have to do now. We managed to get here, but just how are we gonna open this door?
Don't worry. I borrowed a spare key from the cell lock storage room last night, in the underground waterway. I definitely want to save Miss Rukia too. Last night, I was thinking how hard Ichigo was fighting, and yet I'm always running away all the time. Maybe that isn't cool.
You've got a lot more guts than I'd given you credit for. Jeez Louise, everybody's so desperate to save this Rukia girl. They all want to help her so bad. She must be a real cutie pie.
Well, not really.
Come on, don't be shy. All right, let me take a look and see exactly what's going on here. Oh, Rukia!
Hanataro! That pattern. The tumbling current of the fallen heavens. Are you one of the Shiba family?
Huh? What? You know her?
Yes, I know her. How could I possibly ever forget that face? She's a Soul Reaper, the one who killed my brother.
What are you talking about, Ganju? Miss Rukia would never.
It's all right, Hanataro. He's completely correct. If you're one of the Shiba clan, then your older brother, Kaien Shiba, did indeed die by my hand. Do what you will. I won't stop you. You're free to kill me if that's what you really want to do.
Please stop, Ganju! That's not what we came here for! We came here to save her, remember? Ichigo entrusted us with her life, the two of us.
What? Hold on. Something's coming.
Oh, that's...
Where am I? Wait, I'm not dead?
Finally awake, eh?
Mr. Yoruichi, I'm so glad that you're all right.
Well, I'm in better shape than you are.
So, you're the one who saved me. Thanks for that.
Think your own will to live. I'm impressed you didn't die instantly from your injuries.
Oh no! Chad's in danger! I gotta go help him!
You fool! Chad is all right. Sure, he's hurt, but at least he's still alive. Orihime and Uryu managed to escape, and both of them were practically unharmed. Do me a favor. Be good and stay in that force field for a while. Essentially, half of your organs were crushed to a pulp. If this hadn't been in your pocket at the time, then you most likely would have been cut in half. To be honest with you, I'm surprised that you actually still have it.
What? That was in my pocket? Seriously?
What? You didn't even know that you had it?
Well, I heard that thing is what saved me when I was fighting against Renji yesterday. So I wanted to keep it for good luck, but... Hanataro insisted that I throw it away. I chucked it in the underground waterway.
I'll hold on to it.
What?
but I just got it back.
Give it to me. Do as I say.
Okay. Well, then take it, please.
I doubt it, but better safe than sorry after all.
You know what? You're pretty amazing, Yodoichi. The place is crawling with captains, but you don't have a single scratch on you. And you carried me here the whole way with just that little body of yours.
Well, it wasn't so hard when I was in my original form.
Huh? What do you mean, your original form? What?
There's no point in hiding it now. Okay, then. I'll show you my true form.
Huh?
From that look on your face, you seem truly surprised. Not that I blame you for that, of course. Honestly, most people automatically assume that I'm male because of the way that I sound. They're so naive. Revealing my true form is such a delight, considering the responses I always get. Almost every person reacts like a complete fool. Now then, in order to clear up any confusion you might have, I'll show you how I managed to carry you. You see, I use this tool.
Put some clothes on!
Oh, sorry. I apologize. I haven't worn any clothes in quite a while. So in any event, this is the way I was able to carry you here.
So you're telling me that if you fill this tool with spirit energy, you can use it to fly?
Correct. It's a very rare and valuable artifact, even in the Soul Society.
And then somehow, you managed to get your paws on it? You change your form, you heal wounds, you have unusual gizmos? Ms. Yodoichi, who exactly are you, anyway?
That's...
This spiritual pressure. It's him.
It's coming from the Senzai-Q. Wait, Ichigo! What are you going to do?
Ganju and Hinata were heading to the Senzai-Q. If I don't go, who's gonna save them? Fly!
Wait! Ichigo! That fool!
Not so fast!
What's exactly the matter? Are you deaf? I thought I was clear. I told you to disappear.
Enough! Save it, rich boy! I don't care if you're some hotshot nobleman. That nonsense doesn't matter to me at all. I'm a Shiba. There isn't a coward among us who'd be scared off that easily.
A Shiba? I see. So you're one of them. Then I apologize for dismissing you. In any event, you will not leave here alive.
Huh? What are you gonna do from all the way over there?
Please don't, brother!
Scatter. Senbon and Sakura.
What the? The blade disappeared!
Ganju. Please, stop! Brother!
It's very dangerous around here. Haven't you done enough already, Captain Kuchiki?
Captain Ukitake!
Rukia, looks like you've lost weight. How have you been?
What are you doing, Jushiro?
Hey, I should be asking you that. You know, there's actually a ban against drawing a Zanpakuto here. Even if it is to drive off the Ryoka, what were you thinking?
There is a wartime exemption. The drawing of Zanpakuto has now been permitted.
Wartime exemption? Is the appearance of a few wayward Ryoka that important? Wait, was Aizen killed by... What? That spiritual pressure. It could only belong to a captain. But I don't recognize it. Whose is it?
Wait a moment. This spiritual pressure, is it... Huh?
You okay, Hinataro? Oh man, sorry buddy. I shouldn't have sent you guys ahead. Where's Ganju?
Over there.
I see. Rukia, I've come to rescue you.
Fool! I told you not to come! I told you! I said not to follow after me! Now look at you! You fool!
Okay, I'm an idiot. So, yell at me all you want. Just do it later. We can deal with it after I beat him. Don't worry, I won't get myself killed. You may not be able to tell, but I've actually gotten quite a bit stronger.
Byakuya, who is he?
He's not related. Or at least, he's not related to the one that you're thinking of. He's no one of consequence, just a Ryoka. So don't worry, I'll dispose of him. And then this trifling conflict will come to an end.
I gotta tell you, you're pretty full of yourself. You didn't even bother trying to attack, while Rukia and I were chatting.
Who exactly do you think you're talking to? Do you really believe that I'd attack you while your guard was down? You've got a big mouth. You know that, boy? Like I told you earlier, you really do have a very big mouth, boy.
He's gone. It's Flash Step!
A big mouth, huh? I see you. Byakuya Kuchiki.
It seems that you've managed to improve quite a bit since the last time. Well then, before you drown underneath the pressure of that newfound strength of yours, I will show you the overwhelming difference in our skills. You couldn't defeat me in 1,000 years.
Yo, Ichigo! Run!
Scatter. It's you.
Yoruichi!
Yoruichi? Wait, who is she? I don't know her.
Ah, I believe I've heard that name before.
She was the supreme commander of the Stealth Force, and also she's the general corps leader of the 1st Division Punishment Force, Yoruichi Shihoin. It's been quite a long time. Over a century by now, I believe. And here I thought that you were dead.
Ms. Yoruichi, you came to help me. Thanks for that. But please, I gotta ask you this. Just stay out of it. I have to beat him.
Beat? You? Beat him? Don't be a fool.
What? Why? Yoruichi?
So it's medicine. Was it Gaten or Hoten? You shoved some powerful anesthetic directly into his organs. Do you intend to heal him, Yoruichi?
Yushiro.
I simply will not allow it. The fact is, you cannot escape from here, milady.
Do you honestly consider yourself my equal, Byakuya? Have you even once beaten me in a game of Chase the Devil?
So then, shall we have a go? Did you think you could escape me with a flash step like that?
Did you think you could stop me with a flash step like that? 3 days. I'll make him stronger than you in 3 days. I know it's self-serving, but I'm declaring a truce until then. Chase me if you wish. Flash Master Yoruichi will not be captured by the likes of you.
They got away, eh? Hey, Byakuya! Where are you going? What about these guys? Aren't you going to deal with them?
I've lost interest. Do what you want with them.
He's a moody one, all right.
Miss Rukia!
She must have been concentrating the whole time Byakuya was here. I don't blame her. Very well. First of all, we have to contact Squad Force Captain. Someone's critically wounded. We need them to send an emergency relief team.
What?
And then, Rukia, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to go back to your cell.
No! I won't let you put Miss Rukia back there!
Don't worry. I'll have a word with the higher-ups. I'll find a way to get her out of here. You're probably wondering why I'm letting you live.
Yes.
Why wouldn't I? At the moment, we don't know who killed Aizen, and you outsiders may have information about his murder. I can't kill you until that's investigated, but more importantly, what you did may have been questionable, but you were trying to save one of my subordinates, so I won't stand by and watch you get killed.
Why? Why'd you take me out of there? I had the best chance of coming out alive, of anybody there! Now Ganju, Hinataro, and Ruki are gonna get killed!
Who do you think you are? You had no chance. No one there could have done it. They couldn't have fought against Byakuya and lived.
Look, you!
Stop shouting. You're just going to open up your wounds again. Carrying you away was the best I could do. It was the only way to escape Byakuya.
But why me and not Rukia, huh?
Listen, absolutely nobody who was there had any hope of defeating Byakuya. Believe me, Ichigo. But in 3 days, you might very well have a chance. That was my reasoning. You were the logical choice. And there's more. Byakuya wasn't alone. Ukitake was there as well. He was Rukia's direct superior. He's a very dutiful man, I'm sure he won't kill Gonju, and that youth who tried to rescue his subordinate. They'll be all right, Ichigo. You just need to concentrate on becoming stronger. You can't defeat Byakuya as you are now. But I'll train you so that in 3 days you will. And then, with your very own hands, you'll be able to save all of your friends. I want to ask you a question. Are you aware that Zangetsu is a constant release Zanpakuto?
It is? When you say constant release, you mean like Kenpachi's? I always knew this sword was different from the others. It doesn't actually change shape. I mean, not even if I call its name.
Just as I thought. Well then, in that case, you probably also weren't aware that Zangetsu had a second release. All Zanpakuto, including Zangetsu, have 2 different distinct stages of release. The first stage is called Shikai, and the second one is called Bankai. They're mandatory for a captain. That is, they all need to be able to perform both of them.
What? Mandatory?
That means every captain has mastered both Shikai and Bankai. Or at least everyone has, aside from one exception.
Exception?
Kenpachi Zaraki. In the long history of the Soul Society, he's the only captain. The only one who's ever achieved that rank without being able to perform Bankai or knowing the name of his Zanpakuto. The 13 court guard squads valued his fighting prowess and dedication so much that they waived the requirement. But then, you got to experience that skill firsthand. In terms of the Zanpakuto's combat ability, the difference between Shikai and Bankai depends on the individual's innate talents and training. But generally, it's 5 to 10 times greater.
10 times?
Astonishing, isn't it? But because of that, even for someone with talent, it can easily take 10 or more years of training to master Bankai.
Wait a second. I don't have that much time.
No, of course you don't. When I say 10 or 20 years, I'm talking about more traditional, normal training. There are serious risks involved, but I'm taking a completely different approach with you. You're going to learn Bankai in just 3 days.
Hey, what's with that goofy-looking doll?
It's a Tenshin Tai, a vital spiritual tool that's used by the Stealth Force. It will forcibly transfer and externalize the soul of a Zanpakuto.
Hold on, I don't get it. We need that to practice Bankai?
Of course. The central essence of Shikai is to communicate and synchronize with your Zanpakuto. But using Bankai requires externalizing it and forcing it into submission. And that means instead of you entering the world of the Zanpakuto to communicate with it, what you do instead is summon the Zanpakuto into our world. It usually takes more than 10 years of training to learn how to perform the move. But there's something I'm counting on. You were able to fight Kenpachi Zaraki to a draw. It's my belief that despite your lack of long-term training, you're ready to externalize Zangetsu.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about. Piercing this with Zangetsu will force it to happen. I'll use my powers to keep him in that state. But the thing is, this can only be done once, and it lasts for just 3 days. I know it's quick, but somehow you must force Zangetsu to submit within that time frame. If you can do that...
I won't ask what happens if I fail. I mean, if it's really the only way, then I'll just have to do it.
Well now, it appears that you made a full recovery, Ichigo.
Zangetsu. What the heck?
Only one of them is real. I mean, that's actually the real me. There's just one available solution. I can only be defeated by that sword. In other words, if you want me to submit, you have one option. You're going to have to find it before I kill you. And then, you're going to have to cut me down. Never take your eyes off the enemy. That's 52.
Damn! Oh man, I almost had him!
Impressive. He's come a long way in a short amount of time. Before, he was relying on Zangetsu's strength. But now, he's learning at a frightening pace, and reaching a rather frightening level as well. Kisuke, it seems that it's just as you said. He is truly... Looks like we're just about out of time.
Not beat yet! Huh?
Drop the sword, Ichigo. Day 1 is over.
A hot spring. I had no idea this was even here. What the heck's going on? What kind of hot spring is this? My wounds are healing, and the pain's going away.
So, how's the water?
Oh, Ms. Yoruichi. Yeah, it's perfect. Just perfect. Hey, you know, I've been thinking this reminds me of that one place. The one under Urahara's shop. The training ground?
Yes, I imagine it would. You see, that study room was modeled on this place.
It was?
Yes, there's actually quite a lot of personal history here for me. This was originally created as Kisuke's and my secret playground. We built it deep under the Sokyoku.
Secret? Come on. How do you secretly build a place like this?
Kisuke had a reputation as a bit of a rogue. He always had a talent for getting himself into mischief. But that was long ago. When we were children, we played here practically every day. After he joined the 13 Court Guards, and I joined the Stealth Force, we would come here together to train. And...
Wait, just hold on a minute. The 13 Court Guards? Then he was a Soul Reaper?
Huh? Kisuke?
Yeah, oh man, I knew it! He knew way too much about the Soul Society. And he's got a Zanpakuto. And some of the guys here gave me funny looks when I mentioned his name. Ms. Yoruichi, listen. This guy, what exactly is he?
That fool. He kept it to himself. He didn't tell you everything, did he? All right. There's no reason to keep it from you now that we've come this far. You see, Kisuke is actually the previous captain of Squad 12, and he's also the founder and first chief of the Department of Research and Development.
Come on, Sabimaru.
Captain Aizen.
Oh no. I actually drew my sword against Momo. I'm terrible. How could I? I'm just the absolute worst. Who is it? Whoa. Oh boy, this is ugly. I can't even look. Captain Ichimaru.
You look tired, you poor thing. Would you like it if I gave you my help?
Come with me, Izuru.
What about you? Did anyone see those Ryoka?
No, sir. We couldn't find anyone over there, sir.
I see. Thanks for the update. Hold on. I don't remember seeing you two before. Are you new?
Yes, sir. I'm Inoue. This is my first term of service. Reporting for duty, sir.
I'm Ishida. Reporting for duty, sir.
Really? Man, it must be tough having something like this happen when you're just starting out.
Yes, sir. Very well, I understand. We'll go patrolling then.
This is all in a day's work for a Soul Reaper. Do your best. I expect great things from you.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best.
I wasn't expecting a plan as dangerous as disguising ourselves as Soul Reapers to work so well.
I know it was my idea, but I never thought it would go this smoothly. I'm pretty clever.
Yes, you are.
Okay, we found out what the location of the Senzaikyu is from those people that we encountered earlier. I bet that the others are likely to be on their way there right now. I'd imagine that Ichigo is probably there already.
All right. We better hurry then, before Ichigo has time to royally screw everything up. We have to get there and do our best to prevent that.
Right! Which squad should we say we belong to? We have to be ready to answer right away if anybody asks us.
Yeah, I guess so. I see. So then, Tsubaki hasn't fully recovered yet.
No. Last night, they spent hours healing him. But even so... I didn't realize this before, but I guess they have a harder time healing each other. I'm sorry. I realize I'm not being of much help right now.
Are you kidding? You're able to protect us, and you can heal us as well on top of that? You're a huge help.
Thank you, Uryu.
I'm convinced that this is for the best. This way, Orihime can bring up the rear and remain focused on defense and healing. The enemy's less likely to target her there. And besides, having spent the last few days with her, I feel sure that she really isn't cut out for fighting. To me, it's clear-cut. She can't stand seeing someone get hurt. There's nothing she hates more, even if it's an enemy. People like her simply shouldn't be fighting. Battles aren't good for her, or, frankly, for any of her little friends either.
Hey, you two! What squad are you with? And what are you doing here?
We're with Squad 11.
Really? Well, that's funny. I'm with Squad 11 too. We're a combat unit. Who in Squad 11 would be stupid enough to walk around without a Zanpakuto?
I blew it. I didn't realize the squads are specialized.
This is Squad 12's insignia, not 11's. But then, you wouldn't know that. Who are you, really?
Oh well, so much for that idea. Guess we're not blending in.
Whew, wow. That was a close one. The nerve accusing fellow Soul Reapers. What an oaf! Are you two all right?
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's the least we could do. Squad 12 looks out for its own, right? These Squad 11 guys are always trying to start trouble with us. The clods. Ah, come on now. Anyone can forget his sword.
Wait, hold on a second. What's going on here? This isn't right. Something's wrong. That Soul Reaper actually had a good point. We said we belonged to Squad 11, but we're wearing the insignia of Squad 12. That's obviously suspicious. So if that's the case, then why did they help us?
What the? Hey! This isn't...
Orihime! Get away from...
Captain! Captain Kurotsuchi! This isn't what you said we'd do! Captain!
It can't be helped. Once a grenade is thrown, it really shouldn't come flying back at you.
Thank you. If you hadn't called me, I'm sure that
I'm just glad you reacted in time. The reason for that's straightforward. It's because you practiced so much without using your Kododama, your spirit chant.
What about the other 3 people?
I don't know, but listen. Don't worry about them right now. The only person you should worry about is yourself.
What a fascinating move. The shield. Is the girl behind you the one making it?
I'm not in the mood to talk.
How marvelous. I've never seen such a thing before. You, girl, let me ask you something. How would you like to be my research subject? I'll make it worth your while. Don't be so afraid. I'm kind to women. Oh, I know. I'll offer you the best possible terms that I can. I'll restrict the daily drug regimen to 8 doses and only 5 hours for biomechanical experiments. You'll be fed orally, and you'll even be given clothing when you sleep. And I'll try not to perform any modifications that might kill you. What do you say? He's fast. So he's a Quincy. A rare species. It's been quite a number of years since I last saw one of them. But even so, I'm sorry, I've already completed all my research on your kind. I'm not interested in Quincy's anymore. Now, go on and step aside.
Completed your research? Not interested? What do you even mean? And who are you?
Interesting. Do Ryoka normally charge into the enemy territory without studying the enemy at all beforehand? My, how foolish. I would like to think that you'd at least be aware of the identities of the top 13 Soul Reapers. I am Captain of Squad 12, and in addition to that, Chief of Research and Development, Mayuri Kuretsuchi. But you can forget that, because in a moment, you won't know anything.
He's... Orihime, run, now! He's after you!
But...
Leave this to me. You go and look for Ichigo.
Okay.
Did I say you could go?
Did I say you could stop them?
Listen up, boy. The fact is, I'm really not interested in you.
Oh dear. It seems the girl got away. Oh well. If there's so much as a strand of her hair lying around, that's all that I'll need to find her. Oh, and when I do, I want to study her until there's only mincemeat left. Every minute, every second is precious.
That monster. But I think that I may actually have a chance against him. His spiritual pressure is strong, but it's also unstable, which means I should be able to buy enough time for Orihime to get far away, and then I can escape myself. Who's she? Is the girl behind him his assistant? But she's just standing there. Well, maybe she can't fight. All right then. I'll go for him first.
Move rather well. What you did earlier and now this. Kaku, the flying bamboo blindside, right? Moving at high speed by creating a current of vibration beneath your feet. That's an advanced Quincy move, isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented.
There. Can you follow me?
Drown in poison.
Now. I'm unimpressed. That won't do.
Just as easy as strangling a baby. Not hitting me. Just as easy as strangling a baby. Not bad. You actually move rather well. What you did earlier and now this. Kaku, the flying bamboo blindside, right? Moving at high speed by creating a current of vibration beneath your feet. That's an advanced Quincy move, isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented. Just as easy as strangling a baby. That won't do. Here's a taste. Dodge this. Did I say you could go? Or was it? Dodge this. You keep going on like that. You see, we too have a ho-ho, one that's called Flash Step, although I confess that it's quite tiring to do. I suppose that I'm just going to have to settle for studying the girl at a later date, because, you see, I'm a very busy man, unlike you. I've reached a decision. I've determined that what I'm going to do is kill you, by using the least amount of effort that I can. Moved rather well. What you did earlier and now this. Kaku, the flying bamboo blindside, right? Moving at high speed by creating a current of reishi beneath your feet. That's an advanced Quincy move, isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented.
I can't let you keep going on. You see, we too have a ho-ho. One that's called Flash Step. Although I confess that it's quite tiring to do. I suppose that I'm just going to have to settle for studying the girl at a later date. Because, you see, I'm a very busy man, unlike you. I've reached a decision. I've determined that what I'm going to do is kill him by using the least amount of effort that I can. Tear him up. Ashisogi Chizo.
I can't figure out what it does from the shape. What is it? What does it do? Well, if it's the kind that's able to absorb my attack, I'll have to strike carefully. Darn. There isn't time to think. What? Oh no. I forgot about her. Let go! Wait a second. He's not... I don't believe it. He hacked right through her. But she... Isn't she on his side? Why...
Fool! I taught you never to let go, even if your arms were torn off.
I'm sorry, sir.
Forget it. I wasn't expecting much from you anyway. Besides, honestly, at this point, defeating you will be as easy as strangling a baby.
I don't believe it. To kill me, he was willing to go so far as to sacrifice his own assistant.
Oh my! Just look at you sweat! It must hurt quite a bit. But despite that, you're not screaming. I'm impressed. You must have a very high threshold of pain. Tell me, is this your first time being cut by a sword?
It's my second.
Well, now you have a wealth of experience, but...
Sorry, Captain Kuratsuchi. Please give me some Hojikuzai, the flesh-healing medicine.
What's that? Why, you... Who do you think you're talking to? Huh? Well? So then, tell me, do you think your body would break that easily?
Stop! What are you doing? Isn't she one of you? Just stop it! You're killing her!
Are you mocking me right now, too? Do you think she'd die from this? You think that these trivial little wounds could kill her? I created this body myself. Well, I won't be laughed at.
Hold on. You created her?
That's right. Do you want to know her name? It's Nemu Kuritsuchi. She's the result of the many experiments that I conducted with Gigai and Gikon in the past. She is my daughter. Please don't bore me with your righteous indignation. How a father treats his own daughter is none of your business.
Stop! I can't move.
Oh, did you just realize that? You sure took your sweet time in coming to understand. Immobilizing the victim. That's what Ashisogi Jizo does.
A paralyzing poison.
Please! It's nothing as vulgar as that. You see, it selectively blocks only the neural impulses that are involved in movement. It synthesizes an extremely complex drug. It's not normal paralysis. You only lose the ability to move. In other words, you'll still be able to feel every bit of the pain. And here, and here! Oh well, compared to the screams that a woman is able to produce, a man's lack a certain charm. I can't stand to hear them. Nemo, get up. You're going to finish him. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot that I cut you with the Ashisogi Jizo too. Blast! You worthless maggot!
Stop it.
What?
I told you to stop.
Haven't you had enough yet? Are you that big a fool? Really? You feel pity for a woman even though she's your enemy? Is this the honor that all of you Quincy's take such pride in?
What?
It's interesting. It must really mean something to you, because you all seem to end up speaking about it before you die.
What are you talking about?
I told you, I've completed my research on Quincy's. I studied your kind thoroughly. I applied all manner of stimuli to their minds and bodies and observed their responses. I studied them until they were nothing but pulp. And every single one of them said something along the lines of how on their honor as Quincy's they could never bring themselves to do such and such a thing. On their honor as Quincy's they would undoubtedly be sure to stop me. Frankly, all of you are just so incredibly annoying. One stab from this will make any and all words of resistance entirely meaningless.
You dirty.
Now just calm down. This is where I tell you about my hardship. I confess, it really was very difficult work. When I first took on the role of Chief of Research and Development, Quincy's were already a rare species. Soul Reapers were monitoring the few that were still in existence. So I had to persuade the Soul Reapers assigned to them to delay their rescue. Then I turned the Quincy souls that they brought back into research subjects. Do you have any idea how hard it was to arrange all that? I remember the last one. He was a particularly nasty old man. He kept calling out the name of a student or maybe a grandchild. It was all so disgraceful. Would you like to see a picture of him? This photo was taken after my experiments ended. There's not much left of his original form. Now, what was that student's name? Ah, well, I tend to lose interest in my subjects after my experiments with them are over.
So Tengai. I'll tell you his student's name. It was Uryu. Uryu Ishida. The man's name was Soken Ishida. He was my teacher, and my grandfather as well.
Oh? And so what?
I'm glad about one thing at least. That Orihime isn't here. I wouldn't want her to have to see this. On my honor as a Quincy, I swear, I'm going to kill you!
His arms and legs have been slashed by Ashisogi Jizo. How can he be standing? Oh, of course, I know. He's using Ranso Tengai. Bundles of reishi that have been twisted together into a countless number of threads have now been attached to his frozen limbs, moving him around as if he were some kind of a puppet. Out of the 2,661 Quincy's that I've studied, not even a single one could perform even a part of the Ranso Tengai. I thought that was a lost art. But look, here you are, having mastered it, and at such a young age. Does that mean you're what they call a genius? Excellent. Well then, I believe you won't bore me after all. I'm not going to kill you. I'm taking you back alive. Then you, and the girl of course, will become my latest experiments.
When I was a child, my father would sometimes reprimand me for spending so much time with my master in my attempt to become a Quincy. There's no sense in saving the dead. That's the Soul Reaper's job, he'd say. He completely hated Quincy's, despite having Quincy blood flowing in his veins. I couldn't understand his reasoning. The thing is, I could see the Hollows, and I was also able to see the people that they attacked. He must have been able to see those things too. So how could he ignore them? I simply wanted a way to become strong. I wanted to be a powerful Quincy. That way, I could protect everyone from attacks by the Hollows. Maybe then, my father would think that Quincy's were worth something. My master, who was also my grandfather, insisted that my father had a point. I remember he told me, what you think is the right thing to do depends on what you want to protect. I didn't understand what my father thought was right, what he wanted to protect. But my master told me that I would find out in due time. And he explained to me that when I did understand, I would know what I wanted to protect too. Then, the day came when my master entrusted me with something. It was the Reishi glove. It is said that if one puts it on and trains for 7 days and 7 nights, they will reach the peak of their Quincy powers. However, as I came to learn, it is a mysterious artifact that once worn can never be removed. Because if it is, there is a terrible price that must be paid. Your powers as a Quincy will all be lost. I'm sorry, Master. Even now, I still don't understand my father. I'm not even sure what exactly it is that I want to protect. But I think that at least now I know what I won't allow to happen. I'm sorry, Master, but it seems one last time I'm disobeying you.
What is going on? What is that? Oh my! Such spiritual pressure? I've never seen anything like it. Never before. This is the end. Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of Reishi. What he's doing is preventing the Reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The Reishi, it's being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy. Well, how about this then? Besides, at this point, just as easy as strangling a baby. What do you think of this? You're not escaping.
Not bad.
Did I say you could? Well, so good.
Take a good look. Let's go. Take a good look. can't let this draw out any longer. This will finish you. That won't do.
How about this then? Besides, at this point, just as easy as strangling a baby.
Can't let this draw out any longer. This will finish you.
How about this then? Besides, at this point, just as easy as strangling a baby.
Give it all I have.
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi is being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy. Here's a taste.
That won't do. I'm unimpressed. One shot is enough.
It's fast, but even so, I can still dodge it.
Beg for mercy. And never appear before me again. Do that, and I'll let you live. Refuse, and I'll send a bolt that's 3 times stronger.
Don't push your luck, boy! You stupid Quincy! Very well then, have it your way. If that's the way that you want to play it, then I'll gladly return the favor. Ponkai! Ujiki Asuki Jizo! Now your doom is sealed. Gonjiki Ashisogi Jizo. It sprays a gigantic burst of lethal poison made from my own blood over a 100-mile radius. But of course, it won't hurt me at all. But in the end, you'll die, of course. I'm so sorry about that. But the fact is, you would never make a fit research subject.
I won't be the one to die. I'll shoot you before you can spray the fatal dose.
Oh, please, go ahead. Be my guest. Let's end this. I tire of you. You're just so... Shut up already.
One shot is enough. One shot This will finish you.
Captain?
Damn you! You stupid Quincy!
Does it have the ability to liquefy whatever it cuts? Did you save that move? Hold it so you could use it when you'd want to make your escape?
I'll admit, you were close, Quincy. I can't actually attack at the moment, but then again, I also can't be attacked either. I'll be like this for a few short days at most, and then afterward, I'll simply return to the department in order to fully recover. And now, goodbye, Quincy. You were more trouble than I expected. But in the end, I will live, and you will die. That hasn't changed at all.
The poison in my system. If I don't do something fast.
Mr. Quincy, sir, please, if you look under the badge on my left arm, then you'll find an antidote there.
Would you be more comfortable lying down?
No, I'm fine like this.
Here, you first.
No, I'm going to be all right. Our blood's the same. He and I share similar biology. So you see, the poison won't harm me. Do you think it's some kind of trick or something? Then please, pour some into my mouth first if you need reassurance. Go on, I'll show you.
That's okay. Why would you poison me? Why now, when I'm already poisoned?
Thank you very much. I realized that you could have killed him by aiming for his head, but in the end, you didn't.
That was a fluke. Actually, I shot to make a kill.
Thank you. I'm very grateful. I'm glad you didn't kill my lord. Giving you the antidote was the least I could do to thank you for that.
I don't get it. Why would you want to protect a father like that?
I don't know. But when I realized that he'd survived, I just felt kind of relieved. Please, leave after you drink it. The other guards will certainly be coming shortly. They would have seen Ashisogi Jizo. I'll be all right, I promise. I'm sure the guards will tend to me.
Okay. Well, thanks for the medicine. Goodbye now. Darn. My legs feel like lead. And I can't lift my arms. The Rents and Tenkai must be wearing off. Finally. It seems that my time as a Quincy is coming to an end. But at least, I was still able to make my way to the Senzakyu. Ichigo, Orihime, Chad, Mr. Yoruichi, and Ganju, all of them. They're probably on their way now. But if it isn't just yet, I'm confident that it'll happen eventually. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. I just have to wait. Although, Seeing as I was the one who got here first, I suppose I should go save Rukia. I bet Ichigo wants to be the one to rescue her. He'll probably be mad if I beat him to it.
It's nothing personal, but it's essential that we maintain the peace. Cry, Suzumushi. Forgive me, Ryoka. These pointless battles are at an end. Sleep now. Your struggles will be over soon enough.
Beg your pardon, are Captain Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Matsumoto here?
What is it?
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but we received an urgent report from the guards at the prison. Lieutenant Sabarai, Hinamori, and Kira, they're all missing from their cells!
It's completely destroyed. Did that girl really do all this?
I have absolutely no excuse. When Lieutenant Hinamori called me, I turned around and everything went white.
She must have used Hakufuku.
It's not like she was going to be executed, so why?
Ultimately, there's only one reason. Rangiku, go back without me, because I'm going to rescue Momo.
I couldn't even believe my eyes when I read the letter. For a time, I didn't believe it. But it's true. Isn't it, Captain Aizen? Whether I want to believe it or not, he was the one who killed you.
I figured that I'd find you two together. Just as I thought. Izuru's cell was the only one that was opened from the outside. Your performance was lacking this time. I'm afraid that you didn't cover your tracks very well, Gin.
What's that? Cover my tracks? Actually, I did that on purpose. I wanted to be sure that you'd know.
I'm glad that I was able to get here before Momo. I'm going to kill you. You'll be gone before she even gets here. Momo!
At last, I finally found you. So this is where you were.
Stop, Momo! He's too strong! Just stay back. Let me deal with him. Momo! Momo?
This is payback for Captain Aizen.
If you are reading this, then I am probably dead. Therefore, Momo, I must confide the truth of what I've discovered. I need to tell it to the one person that I put my trust in the most. The truth about why Rukia Kuchiki must be executed, and why the execution date always keeps changing. In the course of my investigation, I reached a conclusion. The true goal of the execution is not to kill Rukia Kuchiki. On the contrary,
The execution has been contrived so that a certain something may be stolen. And that thing is... the Sokyoku. The Sokyoku, whose seal is only removed for executions, has the destructive power of 1 million Zanpakuto contained within its blade. The Taka has the defensive power to block an equal number of Zanpakuto. And in addition to all that, when it's being put to use in order to execute a Soul Reaper, its power can be increased, momentarily at least, several dozen times over. The one who plotted Rukia's execution intends to use the Sokyoku to destroy not only the Seirete, but essentially annihilate the entire Soul Society as well. The name of that despicable person is Toshiro Hitsugaya.
Wait, Aizen really said that in his letter?
Yes, and it went on. It said... Tonight, I have called him out to a meeting at the Sacred Eastern Wall. No matter what it may cost, I must foil his plan. If he will not back down, I am prepared to cross swords with him. But if I end up dying, Momo, please carry on for me. It will then fall to you. You must kill him. That's my will. My last wish. I know it's a lot to put on you. I ask this not as captain of Squad 5, but simply as a man.
Are you crazy, Momo? Think about it. I'm dead, so avenge me? You really believe that nonsense? You think Aizen would ever actually say that? That's not the Aizen I knew. He wasn't a blithering idiot who'd start a fight he knew he couldn't win, and he wasn't a coward who'd make his subordinates clean up his mess either.
But that's really what it said! I didn't misread it. I'm sure it was Captain Aizen's handwriting. I didn't want to believe it. I was desperate not to, but what could I do? It was his last wish. Captain Aizen! I don't know. I just don't know what to think anymore, Shiro.
It seems that Momo's too upset to think straight. There's no way that Aizen would ever write a letter like that. I can only conclude that someone must have forged it. Perhaps it was so Momo and I would turn on each other and kill each other. I get it. This too, eh? Is this more of your conniving handiwork? Is it, Dean?
Tisk tisk. I have to say that wasn't nice, Captain. You really didn't need to go as far as that. You didn't have to hit the poor girl so hard, did you?
Dean.
A convenient time for the alarm to sound, eh?
You never change one whit. Well, I hope you can enjoy the ringing of the alarm while you can, because you aren't going to be hearing it ever again.
Dean, what exactly are you up to? Aizen just wasn't enough for you? So you had to make Momo suffer too? Is that it? She was gripping her sword so hard that her skin was pierced, and now she's bleeding. You've gone much too far this time.
Why, I don't know what you're talking about.
I warned you, Geen, didn't I? I thought I was clear about it. I said that if you made her bleed, then I'd kill you!
My. Well, if it isn't the captain of Squad 10. If you draw your sword here, you know what'll happen, right? then I'm going to be forced to stop you.
Captain Ichimaru.
Stay back, Izuru. You don't want to die yet, do you?
Don't be stupid. Staying back isn't good enough. Disappear. Go. And when you can't see us anymore, just keep going. The thing is, if you're within 3 Ri, I can't guarantee that I won't end up killing you. Reign over the frosted heavens. Iori Maru!
Let's get started. There. Come, take that. Come on, let's go. Over here. Come on. Easy to read. Come. There. What? Here.
Close one. Look out.
Come on.
What a slum.
Here.
I won't miss.
Behind you. Come. Wait. Stop. Come on.
Well, there. So slow. Close one. Dodging would be a waste of time.
You fought so strangely. My sword is drawn. If you're within 3 Ri, you have nowhere to run. This is over now!
No go. I must be a dragon of water and ice, created by overflowing spiritual pressure. It can even control the weather. It's the first time I've seen it. So this is Captain Hitsugaya's ultimate water ice Zanpakuto. Iori Maru. So much water, and so fast!
Pointless. Defeat you! Zanpakuto is the ultimate crime. You won't reach me.
I want to make sure that I end this before it gets too complicated. Shunde Shinzo.
Over here.
I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that.
Did you figure it out?
There. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Close one. Close one. I didn't feel that.
Pointless. Let's stop. I'll slaughter you! I'm strong.
Well, there. I don't miss. Come on, let's go. So slow. Take that. So slow.
Did you figure it out? My sword's drawn. If you're within 3 Ri, you have nowhere to run. This is over now!
That was careless of me.
It's over, King!
You sure? If you dodge it, the girl will die.
I'm sorry, sir. I headed back to the squad barracks as you ordered, but I sensed Hyorin Maru's spiritual pressure and had to come back. Please withdraw your sword, Captain Ichimaru. Because if you do not, you'll have to deal with me.
Stop right there, Geen!
Rather than chasing me, you should instead see to your little friend there.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, Momo would be dead. Thank you, Rangiku.
Not at all. That bad habit of yours, which you apparently still can't shake, disappearing without even letting me know where you're going. Geen, I don't understand. Where exactly are you trying to go?
I wonder about Aizen's letter. How much of it was fabricated? The part about the power of the Sukioku being released by Rukia Kuchiki's execution, and the plot to take its power and use it to destroy the Soul Society. Could it possibly all be true? And if it is, if that really is the plan that Geen's working toward, then
A hell butterfly?
Attention all officers. This is a report on the latest developments. The date of Rukia Kuchiki's execution has been rescheduled. The sentence will now be carried out 29 hours from this time. This decision is final. There will be no further changes. That is all.
Captain?
if the execution and the release of the Sukioku truly are part of Geen's plan, I can't allow him to succeed with it. Follow me, Rangiku. We're going to stop the execution.
With a little help from allies old and new, Ichigo Kurosaki was able to invade the Seirei-tei at the center of the Soul Society in order to save Rukia Kuchiki. Despite the growth his allies saw in the battle against powerful foes, the road to rescue Rukia was a long one, with Uryu Ishida and Yasutora Sado passing out along the way. A shocking development occurred. An urgent message from Seirei-tei brought news of the unnatural death of Sosuke Aizen, the captain of Squad 5. The Soul Society was drawn into chaos, wrought by our hero's invasion of the Seirei-tei. Some 13 Court Guard Squad captains aimed for our heroes. Others changed their thoughts after encountering Ichigo. Others have doubts about their comrades as the situation unfolds. Captured by Soul Reapers, Ishida, Chad, and Gunji trust in Ichigo and lay low in jail. Meanwhile, Ichigo trained with Yoruichi to achieve the true might of a Soul Reaper, the Bankai.
It's daybreak. Just 2 days are left now. Ichigo has improved rapidly in the short time he's been training. Compared to the average Soul Reaper, his pace has been astonishing. But that improvement only applies to his combat skills. His spirit energy hasn't increased much at all. At this rate, can he truly master Bankai in 2 more days? Should I extend his training further? It might be something to consider. In the time since we got here, we've come to learn that the timing of Rukia's execution was cut by 5 days to 25. So that means that even after 3 days of training, we'll still have another 8 days to spare. Since that's the case, extending his training is more than possible. But should I? That's the real question. It took Kisuke 3 days for him to be able to achieve Bankai, and he was of the mind that spending any longer on it would actually prove to be dangerous. I'm not sure about Ichigo's Konpaku. I'm not entirely confident that it can withstand the extra days of training. I know. I'll give it 1 more day. If there's no change in his spirit energy in that time, I'll just have to take the risk.
Rukia Kuchiki, it's about the day of your execution. You see, it's been changed once again. The execution will be tomorrow.
The execution is tomorrow? But before the execution arrives, I'll make a request. I'll ask them to return Ichigo and the others safely to the world of the living. I am from the Kuchiki clan after all. Given that, they just might honor my request. The execution is tomorrow. It came as a shock to me, of course. But strangely, I wasn't sad. It must be because of the dream I had last night. It must be because of my dream about the night that I'll never be able to forget. Lieutenant! Kyan! 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 That memory, it's one from when I'd just become a Soul Reaper. A memory of days long past. After I was adopted into the Kuchiki clan, I was given special treatment, and I was allowed to enlist in Squad 13. The other squad members almost immediately singled me out and became cold. They began to distance themselves from me, except one. The only person who made me feel like I belonged was none other than Kyan Shiba. He was Squad 13's lieutenant. He was also my immediate superior. It was an ordinary greeting, an ordinary chewing out, an ordinary relationship between superior and subordinate. But ordinary was exactly what I wanted. It's what I'd been searching for. It felt nice, just being around him. It made me feel so comfortable. But regrettably, those ordinary pleasant days didn't last long. Soon enough, they were brought to a very abrupt end. It all started when a hollow recon mission went awry. We'd received the dreadful and unexpected news that Kyan's wife, Miyako, had tragically been slain by an enemy hollow. Kyan volunteered for the combat squad to go after the hollow that had killed his wife. Captain Ukitake and I both joined him. We made our way to the Mystery Hollow's nest.
Captain, please, sir, let me go alone.
Even now, I remain full of questions about that day. Why didn't I try to stop him? Why didn't I try to do more? Our foe's capabilities were unknown, and yet you set off to face it alone. We knew it was extremely dangerous right from the start. But Captain Ukitake didn't stop Kyan, nor did he move to assist him.
Listen, and remember this well. There are 2 kinds of battles. Each time that we seek to engage in a fight,
We must understand its true nature. Whether it's a battle to protect life, or a battle to defend honor.
But then... Cayenne? Sir?
What's that? Did you just call my name, little girl?
I soon discovered that the Cayenne I called out to was no longer the Cayenne that I once knew so well, that hollow. It possessed the ability to take over another person's body. It did so by fusing the spiritual entity with that of the other.
Run, Rukia. Go on, get out of here! Do you want to die?
When I heard the sound of Captain Ukitake's voice, I simply fled. Why, I asked myself, why is this happening? Lieutenant Cayenne! But before I realized what I was doing, I had returned to face it again. Of course, I had no plan in mind at all. Deep down, I knew that I couldn't just give up and run away. I knew I had to do whatever I could to try and save the lieutenant.
Kill him! Do it! He isn't Cayenne anymore!
From that point onward, my memories aren't very clear. But I know that when I came to, my Zanpakuto toe was embedded in Cayenne's chest. His form slumped over my shoulder.
Captain, thank you very much. I appreciate you allowing me to fight. Rukia, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry that I ever got you into this mess. You must have been scared. Thank you. I'm grateful. Because now, I can leave my heart behind.
No. There's nothing to thank me for. Nothing at all. I ran away because I was afraid to fight against you. The fact is, the only reason that I came back is because I couldn't stand my own cowardice. I only used my blade because I couldn't bear it any longer. I couldn't stand to see you suffer. I did it all out of selfishness. I did it for myself. I'm pathetic. So pathetic. I don't deserve anything at all. I'm not worth saving. I'm not worth shedding any blood over. I'm not worth anything.
Byakuya! We have a problem. Rukia's execution is...
I know. The Hell Butterfly informed me about it just a short while ago. So, what then? What of it?
What?
The execution is tomorrow. If that is the decision, then I have no choice but to accept it. Don't bother me with such petty matters. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Why, you're heartless! Didn't you hear what I said? Doesn't it mean anything to you? It's tomorrow! Tomorrow! By noon tomorrow, your very own sister will be...
Get a hold of yourself. You're going to shorten your life, Jushiro. Once you've allowed one of your people to die, frankly, 2 or 3 more really don't make any difference. In any case, she's a member of my family. It really has nothing to do with you. It's not your concern whether she lives or dies. Please don't do anything foolish.
What would you have done differently in this situation? Would you have attacked Byakuya and kicked him a few times, perhaps? The lone captain making a fuss won't do anything to sway the tribunal. So instead, would you have been so bold as to actually attempt to save Rukia? No, most likely you wouldn't have done either of those things. It seems to me that whenever you were faced with a decision,
You always chose the path of greatest peril. Isn't that right, Gaia?